receive a free salt cell included in your package, a $2,000 value. SplashSTL.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 8:05 on a Tuesday. Hot Takes 2.0 coming at you. Cam Janssen, Jim the Cat Hayes, Matthew Rocchio, doing our thing in lovely Kirkwood, Missouri. Jay Randolph Jr. Studios, chilling out today, baby. The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Bang, bang, bang. Did you guys hear that last night at all?
Yes.
Oh, my God. And then panic mode happened this morning at the Jansen household because I started hearing blah, 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 blah. Hail's coming down. Hail's coming down. Kate had to go grab the car, put it in the garage. Whew. Panic mode this morning. Damn, that was a big time.
Why is the car already in the garage?
It's a good question.
Because I
thought it was.
Because I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. Matthew, I didn't do it. And she gave me the look like, what the hell? That's why we have a 3-car garage. Mm-hmm. That's why, Cam. Mm-hmm. You're right. I messed up, didn't I? I messed up. She had to come down in the pouring rain and the hail, get in her car, and back it in. God dang. Sorry, Kate. Sorry about that.
Sorry
about that.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Oh, God. That was a big-time storm.
What's in your garage?
Dead
bodies?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm in your kitchen.
Animals.
So I'm cutting your grass. I'm in your kitchen.
You are cutting my grass.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Wow. You're Mitchell Lawn Care. I spent a lot of money on. That's what you are. God dang. Matthew.
I have Miguel.
Miguel? You don't cut your own grass?
I don't even have a lawnmower.
That your yard, you don't have a lawnmower? So
No.
my cousin, how much does that cost? 30? Yeah, I was going to say 30.
I give him 40.
In and out.
I give him 40.
They weed eat and everything too. We did, actually, I used
Every
to
once in a while, Stella's out there and he comes in, doesn't see her, and she goes after him, and you see him holding her at bay with a weed whacker.
Yeah, get away from that weed whacker. Get away from that weed whacker. Holy cow. Hey, you guys
your dog attacks people?
My dog will protect the territory of someone who's not usually there.
Like bunny rabbit?
Is that an attack?
Sounds like your dog's attacking people.
Good.
It's killed a couple things in
good
your
if
backyard.
She's killed some rabbits.
A couple rabbits. Cute little rabbits.
But she's very friendly unless someone comes in uninvited.
Good.
I know.
That's how ours are too. Until you get to know them, I want them to.
All we are saying is
I need
give
protection.
peace a chance.
I
What
want
are
my
those
dogs to
bumper
let me know.
stickers?
Coexist.
We need one.
Yes.
We need to get him a
He'd keep it on.
Get him a
keep it
hoodie.
on.
Coexist
He'd keep it
hoodie.
on.
I don't put bumper
If I did it with Nate, he'd lose his
I
crap.
don't put bumper stickers on my car.
No.
Would you wear a Coexist hoodie if it's real nice and maybe like in a nice teal?
Can I get a purple?
Yeah, of course.
All right. I'll get that
purple.
for you.
I don't understand the bumper stickers either. There was one today. A kid was driving. He goes, I learned how to drive from GTA 5 or something. I'm like, you're just caught. Like, if I'm a cop behind you, you know what I mean? You ever see the car at the gas station I told you about?
Oh, the one that's like painted.
He's there every day.
To each his own.
Yeah, he's 40 years old.
People don't know it's not even like real paint. It's like finger paints or something on the guy's car,
Yeah,
like
it's really
beads
odd.
glued to the side or whatever.
It's weird, man.
It's very hippie.
I see him every day.
But if that's his thing, good for him.
Yeah, I'm just
Well, let me
curious
ask
what
you
it
this.
is.
I don't like bumper stickers either.
No.
But my kid's baseball team, I put on the glass.
Oh, yeah, you do have one. Yeah.
But that's not a bumper sticker.
No.
It's on the glass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's okay?
That's okay. No, like a bumper sticker that has like a meaning or something like, or a saying.
But there's
Yeah,
a difference. Like you put it on your glass. It's not a bumper sticker, right? You put on your bumper sticker. It's there for life. Is it the same?
Yeah.
Rock, what's
You're
the
making a
ruling on
statement.
But a bumper sticker,
I'm not. Like,
you're
I'm
married
not, like,
to
against, Like, yeah, but like the same thing is like I don't have any, but like I'm not against the idea of tattoos, and you're even more married to that. Like
That's
bumper
true.
stickers, 8 years, tattoos, life, and I think I have no. I like some people are like can't believe people get tattoos all over their body, and I'm like honestly, there's a very small left turn I make like 10 years ago where that's me.
Were you going to get tats?
Man, I love tattoo artists. Like I think it's
they're all great people.
I think I'm saying I think it's a beautiful art. I think some of the art I've seen on people throughout the years is freaking incredible. And yeah, I've always like thought about it, and then I'm like, I don't think I want that design for that long. I can't ever settle on something I want on my body for the rest of my life. But I respect people who do.
Yeah, don't do it.
I kind of want to.
I don't do it. Well, I don't think it would look good on you, man. I don't know.
I can't imagine what I would do, but I want to do it.
I can.
Want to do.
On your right shoulder blade, Chairman Mao.
Mousy, what's that?
That's a little extreme, I think. It's a little.
You don't need a tattoo right now, Rock. Yeah, I've
had no reason to get one, and that's why I don't have any.
Yeah,
but I don't. But they're like people. I know some people like
some guys look good with it though, man.
It's like if I see somebody with a tattoo, I really question them. Like I think that kind of stuff's awesome, and that's why I think it's awesome when there's like a cultural reason to do it because that stuff looks badass.
Military stuff, awesome. and usually men that are in shape that are tan. The tats look good on you. You know what I mean?
So now what you're saying is
but time changes.
Not in shape and pale.
Time changes. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not in shape and pale is what you're saying.
I mean, we're both in the same category with that. I wouldn't get a tattoo either. I'm pale, and it's just not going to look good on me right now. But if I was cut up, I do have one. Yeah, on my. Yeah, I got it a long time ago. Yeah, and I still love it, by the way, because it's an American flag and an eagle.
There you go.
That's what it is.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like my granddaddy had. It was a shite kicker.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, baby.
Take
that, Canada.
Anyone who would tattoo?
Huh?
Was that a naval tattoo or something? Or an army tattoo?
Yeah, he did have an army tattoo as well. Oh. But this one was just he had one on his shoulder, and I wanted to get on my thigh, so.
Tell him about the other thigh.
What about it?
You got Richard Simmons.
Yes.
Listen,
Gary.
Anyone who would.
Gary.
That would be, honestly, and if like you moved your leg a certain way and it made him look like he was doing like a jumping jack, that'd be, I would respect you.
I've seen horrible tattoos in my day. Horrible tattoos.
I would shake your hand.
Anyone who would make some sort of assessment about anyone with a tattoo, good or bad, is an idiot.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
Wait, we do that too much.
Yeah.
I love it.
You like this, you like that, you must be this. No, it doesn't work that way.
I would say if you have a tattoo on your face, people might judge you. You know, you got a teardrop going down, unless you're Yachty. You know, you people are like, "What have you been doing?"
A teardrop, though, signifies
that
you've been in prison and killed someone.
I'd say any kind of mark on your face would symbolize that.
What about neck tattoos?
That too, man. That's hardcore. I've seen some badass ones, but I don't know. People will be like, "Ooh." How about who the baddest ass tattoo? Remember From Dusk Till Dawn, George Clooney's tattoo? Remember that movie, Rock? With Quentin Tarantino? You don't remember that? The vampire movie? Badass. He had the coolest tattoo going. But I've also seen stupid tattoo. Quentin Tarantino, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Who had the tattoo?
Oh, Dub.
You just said his name.
What? God, no, I forget. What did I just say? God, I'm thinking George Clooney. George Clooney. Georgie. Big George. Looks awesome. But I've also had, like my buddy Eric Bolton had a Bart Simpson on his back with a broken stick. And it's what you do.
That's the worst tattoo.
It's a mistake.
His is. Yeah. Remember, it's going up his neck. It looks badass.
That's so bad.
Rock, what about an earring?
Yeah, what about a nose ring?
I made a joke about getting an earring with my girlfriend like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
she was like, nope. And I was like, that's literally one thing in my life I've never even like thought. There's not a single day in my life where I thought I would look good in the earring.
I'm going to tell you.
Because you wouldn't.
Day in my life.
Dude, please do it anyway. Do it anyway. You came in here with a hoop earring. Oh my God.
No, it'd be a little rock. It'd be a little stud.
Rock, when I was
like one in each year, just kind of
when I was a college
avoid any other issues
in Boston.
Yeah,
girlfriend said, "I'm going to get an earring. They'll pierce you. Get one because I only want one." I've told this story. You've heard it 17 times now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm telling Rock. So Rock, I need your attention. So
sorry, I'm trying to think. I think Twitter might be working again.
Okay, so I get it, and I'm thinking, I'm not so sure. Just a low key one. And I'm on a bus, mass transportation in Boston, Rock.
There you go.
I'm on a bus.
Nice.
And a very nice woman who I'm sitting next to, a heavy-set African-American woman who had a wonderful personality. And she said, "Can I say something to you?" And I said, "Sure." And she said, "I think you're a good-looking guy." And I said, "Thank you." And she said, "But I'll be honest with you. When I see the earring, I think, you look like a girl." I'm not kidding.
She is that good for her.
How long did you have the
good
earring?
For her?
Literally 2 hours.
Oh no!
So I put it. So I wasn't sure.
and you were affected by this.
I immediately threw it out the window.
Oh,
It was one of those things you could.
You're a weak man.
I said, I
No.
just got it, and I was
How old
on the
were you?
fence, and I said,
That was a sign.
How old
and
were you?
I was in college. I was a
Oh.
freshman in college. So you know what I did?
You're
I said, you know what? I was on the fence. I just got it. And if I take it out now, the hole that will close right up. Thank you. And I threw it out the window.
Yep. And you should have listened to her. Sometimes that's a sign from
She was
God.
a voice from God.
Yes. Yes.
So you trusted this stranger
She gave you a
met on the
compliment.
bus
She-
more than the girl you were dating at the time.
Well, she wanted to see. Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
She made more sense.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
She made more
don't
sense.
You, don't you think that?
She wasn't as hot,
Don't
but
you
she
think
made
that-
more
Don't
sense.
you think that kind of should make you question your overall judgment in a lot of ways?
Ooh.
No.
That you trusted a stranger's opinion more
No, because those were
Hmm.
more than
thoughts.
the girl that you had chosen to be with.
Hmm.
How much longer did that relationship go?
It was just a short one.
You
Fling.
I was just trying to get a free earring out of it.
You weren't listening to her advice. She's
Yeah.
probably good looking.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
so you cut a hole
So I
in your
tried
body
it.
during
No,
a
I
fling.
didn't. No, I didn't. They put a little ice there, and then they punched a hole in it.
Saying they cut a hole
And
in
they
your
said,
body.
and they said, if you take it out, it'll close right up. And I was on the fence.
I believe the witness is being argumentative.
What?
I believe the witness is being a little bit argumentative.
Why?
I don't appreciate it. Is what I'm saying
Rock.
here.
Rock, you need another 12 years in before you cross-examine me.
Oh,
I think I'm doing a fine job right now. So it was a short. You say it was only.
Awful.
You say it was only a fling, correct?
I didn't know what it was, but it was short term. It was in the beginning stages.
And so
she said, hold on.
You would say,
Let the
no,
witness speak,
I don't-
Your Honor.
No,
He's answering a question.
You already answered the question. It was a yes.
No,
or no
I
It
didn't.
was a yes or no question.
You didn't
So-
give me a yes or
Yes,
no
it was.
question. And by the
and
way,
you'd
you're
say
not allowed
would
to
it-
ask
would
yes
it-
or no
would it-
questions.
Would you
in
say
this
it was
court.
would it show good judgment for somebody on a fling to again cut a hole into their body?
Yeah, because I was curious what it would look like. So I did it.
And then
knowing that it could be temporary if I take it out. So I wasn't sure.
then you
I was
folded
on the
opinion
fence.
of one person.
Excuse me, but the witness is speaking. Your Honor, please.
Oh.
He sounds
Not
like a
badgering the witness.
He sounds like a weak man.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the jury, I think we get the picture here. So I tried it out, and I was having thoughts like, I don't know if I like it or if I don't. And then I was like looking for a sign, and this woman was the sign.
From God.
So you know what? I took it out. The thing closed right up, and I moved on with my life. Thank you, woman.
Which
on
ear?
the
Which
bus.
side? The right or left?
Left.
All right. I'm just asking.
Left.
I'm just asking.
Left. I don't judge, but
I'm
for me,
just
it,
asking.
for me, it was the left.
Oh. Is he a weak man because of that?
Smells a lot like weakness.
She did not have to say anything. She gave him a compliment.
Little-
Sometimes you have to listen
yellow.
to some people.
Little yellow.
Excuse me, counselor. If you're smelling something on this dais, it ain't me.
I smell a little weakness, a little coward.
Oh, is it my BO? God.
A little lack of your own conviction seems a little odd to me, especially
No.
at 18 years old.
No one said there
you
was
should be-
conviction.
You should be the cop you walk. You should be walking around.
I can
thinking
tell you
you're the-
this: if there
you're
was
the
a
biggest
judge
guy
worth
in
his weight,
in the mall.
if the judge was worth his weight, he'd say, "Counselor, he already said he was on the fence. He was just trying it out. The word conviction was never used once. That's your word, conviction.
I believe.
Now, why don't you step down?
I believe when you go to the mall and have somebody again cut a hole in your body on a fling, I believe that and you presenting
You're
this as
stumbling and
only-
stammering already. You got
you
nothing.
presenting
Step
this
down.
as only her idea is also just a blatant falsehood.
What?
You heard me.
I didn't really, because you lost me with all the stumbling and
There was
stammering.
You too.
Slip sliding away.
This was
there,
only
buddy.
her idea. I'm sure. Cat hadn't been looking for a reason for a year or two at that point.
Guess not, because it was out the window.
Was it a cross like Barry Bonds used to have?
It was like a little,
Like a just little nub thingy?
yeah.
Cam, how crazy at the Hughes situation? Oh, God. What the hell happened? Did he get in the middle of one of Frank the Tank's rants about dinner? Yeah, Jack Hughes, who's a leading scorer of New Jersey Devils. They were at their rookie party in Chicago at the Chicago Cut Steakhouse with Barstool's Frank the Tank, who's a big Devils fan. And they're all partying, taking pictures, doing all this stuff. And Jack Hughes cuts his hand somehow, whether it was, we don't know the full story, whether he fell and hit glass, whether he was leaning on the thing and it cut him, whether he had a wine bottle that cut, whether he got drunk, whether he got this. It is chaos.
I know.
Slices it, Brother has to rush him to the hospital during rookie party with all these Barstool guys that were filming everything. They rush him to the hospital. He's out 10 weeks at the least, at the minimum 10 weeks. He sliced his freaking like a ligament in there. Probably won't even play in the Olympics. Like, whoa.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you right this. I think this is there's nothing more complicated than he sliced his hand with a knife.
I think
while he was trying to cut a steak or something.
I heard that he was trying to maybe open a wine bottle and it cracked open. And you know how sometimes you lift that thing out.
Yes.
And you slice that way. You could slice your finger. But it just
looks. Or you're trying to get that label part off. Maybe you take a knife and cut that.
Jesus Christ.
Now, was there a golf cart involved in this?
God, why do you
see, Jim? Come on now.
I just know the feeling when this goes down. How horrible it is, and it just sets you back. These guys are rocking and rolling up in Jersey too. They're dominating.
When it's not a hockey-related injury.
Oh God!
Why is
rookie party?
Why is hockey-related injury has to be the worst?
Are you kidding me?
I know Frank the Tank. You know the big guy. Well, he wears. He's a big Devils fan, so they surprised him for his 50th birthday in Chicago at of course, the Chicago Cut, and they're partying. They're taking, and then their leading scorer, their best player, who Team USA is looking at the lead charge at time, you know what I mean? Cuts his effing finger and he's out for months. Jesus. Ugh, that sucks, man. What a horrible, horrible feeling. And I was thinking like, okay, you cut your finger, you get 6, 7, 8 stitches. We'll hide it. We'll get to the rink the next day. We'll say that you fell or whatever. Maybe make a story up. But you cut it that bad where you had to be rushed to the hospital. People are going to know. And holy cow. Brutal, Rock. Brutal.
One time in high school, we were locker boxing. And one of our star middies, one of our starting middies.
What's locker boxing?
You with helmets on. You got your gloves on.
Yeah. I don't know. We never called it that.
What do you guys call it?
Boxing.
Just screwing around? Okay, we call it locker boxing.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And one of our starting middies broke his pinky.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you what, the walk from the woods where we would because you'd walk from the school to the practice field way far away, and you'd have to walk through the woods at one point. And there was a circle we'd square off, and at the walk from that circle to the practice field after he broke his finger,
walk of shame,
and we're sitting there like all of us heads down, quiet as hell, like I'm just gonna lie to the coach. We just gotta get him through like 2 games. Well, if he takes one big hit, we'll say he broke it on that big hit.
Yes.
Big game.
Yeah.
Like
that's hard to do.
Because JV had gotten caught like 2 weeks earlier, and their entire week of practice afterwards was entirely wind sprints every single day for the entire practice. And so we can't let that happen to us. Bad. We got to lie to the coaches about
Did it work?
We got to get away with. I think we got away with it. Yeah.
I remember I was on my boat one time. I was on my boat. I was still playing.
The pit in your stomach.
It's horrible. I got hurt.
I can't imagine when you're a pro though, and there's millions on the line. And
I held this story because I didn't want to tell anybody. But I was on my boat in like 2005. I just signed, and my boat was slippery. And I was playing with my buddies. I'm like getting on the front of it, and I'm doing something, putting the anchor down or whatever. And I slip and fall, and I hit the side of the boat like this, kabap! And my shoulder subluxes.
Oh no!
And I'm like, oh God, I fall in the water, like, oh good. And it goes back in, and when that happens, so I tried to get as strong as possible. And my first preseason fight, I was so stupid. Instead of just getting it done, I knew it was bad. I fight a guy named Jesse Bowleries, and I throw a punch, and it goes out like, and it was ripped everything. And I was out probably 4 months longer than what it should have been. Should have been a scope. Now they had to cut me open. I had to go down to James Andrews in Birmingham, Alabama, and he did it. And I was right next to Cadillac Williams and John Cena at the time. It was really? Yes.
What a life you've led.
Yeah, that sucked.
Who was the first one?
Cadillac Williams.
Oh my God, I love
John Cena. Williams. We're all sitting there, all these football players, all these guys, big dogs everywhere, and all of a sudden we hear all these 15 people walking with their nice shoes, and it was like the Flying V where he walks in, opens the door like boom, like a movie, and his James Andrews there and all his squad. And he walked by, hey, how you doing there, Cadillac? How are you? Let me look at that. Hey, that God dang, not look right there. And he goes over, goes, hey, King, how are you? Let me take that shoulder out, blah, blah, blah. I never had a problem with his shoulder ever again. And I went through wars with this thing. That guy was the man.
Did you talk to Cena?
Yeah.
So this was
he was a dick.
This was
I told you that
this
before.
was 2007, right? 2006.
Yeah,
2007.
Yes.
Because that's when Cadillac Williams' knee exploded.
Yep.
It's the only way.
There you go. And John Cena had his pec tore.
So let's get the Cena trajectory, because Brody took shots at him the last time,
he
right?
did. Yeah.
So he's a jerk to you.
Yeah, he was.
Then he sells his soul to China.
And
then he pisses off Brody.
There you go.
That's
a trifecta.
Triple crown of being a canoe.
He probably, no one's really in a good mood when you're sitting there waiting and you have to get surgery. It just, I could see why. He probably was on pills too. He was like, but he wasn't very friendly. I was trying to talk to him. We were sitting there like, this all you do is
camaraderie, athletes.
We're all going through this, homie.
Yeah.
You're doing pretty damn good. Like, you're okay.
And
if I'm okay, you're okay.
How old are you at the time?
22.
You're
21.
a
kid. A child.
You know who I do like?
Bag him up.
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo. Yeah, baby. I saw it.
There's no way the Giants are okay with that.
That's a damn.
Check your Twitter.
Was there a golf cart? There was no golf cart.
Would you
Jimmy.
God, so how can you not chirp me though? How can you not chirp that situation? It's going to live with Jack Hughes forever. He's going to be a meme forever, just like EJ was, until he had to go to a different freaking city and win a Stanley Cup and hide.
Like somebody said here in the chat, Mike Matheny sliced himself open with trying to open a knife. Not actually with the knife.
But Mike Matheny he wasn't drinking at a goddamn party.
That's fair.
Matthew Rocchio. There's a big difference between Mike Matheny and his persona at the time. Jack Hughes is a partier, people know that. Great player, but and they're at a rookie party with Bart. I mean, come on.
And Scatterboo
why does it matter that they're with Barstool?
Well, it just amplifies everything. Like you're partying with, because their
accidents happen.
Because you're supposed to close that off.
They weren't playing five finger Monty.
Because they pick it up. I know they might have. We don't know. Because Barstool, now it's a meme on Barstool now, even more than probably what it would have been. I don't know. It's just, it adds on to the flavor of negativity.
You're supposed to close off that circle.
It's just weird. You're having a party for Frank Tank. Do you guys know him? I know he's at the games a lot. Are you friends with him? Really?
Yeah, he's a Devils fan.
I know, but it just looks bad. Horrible, actually. Horrible.
So back to Scatterboo. He's ringside for the WWE event.
With Schultz, what's his name, too?
Andrew Schultz, comedian,
he's good.
Podcaster, and there's some other folks there from other teams, right?
Yeah.
I forget who. But anyway, and I know one of the bad guys goes toe-to-toe with him.
Bad guys.
I know he was a skinny guy.
I don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is. I mean,
he
honestly,
looked familiar.
He looked tiny. Anyway, he's like, John or whatever, and then he points at Scatterboo. Scatterboo goes nose to nose, and there's like fake punches thrown. Good theater. But I agree. What is Scatterboo out for the season with a concussion or
no? It's his knee. I thought.
Tore his knee.
No, it was
elbow,
tear a ligament in his ankle.
That's right. He had that horrific bend thing.
That's right.
Anyway, he's probably already a walking concussion anyway, and gets involved with that. But I liked it.
Yeah,
he's fun.
I understand where Matthew Rocchio is coming. It just depends on who your GM and your coach and his personality.
He has a surgically repaired ligament in his ankle, and he's two-hand pushing a dude.
You're right.
And then he's pushing him, and he's falling back into a chair.
You're right.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's there's a high chance, but there's no way the Giants were like, yeah.
What a good theater. Good theater.
How can that be a problem?
You're right, man.
Wait, but Barstool was there, so it was okay.
It evens everything out. It evens everything out.
That's such a weird risk.
No, I agree with you, dude. I know Lou Lamoriello would have lost.
Yeah.
Lost his mind.
Why risk it?
Lost his mind.
I'm surprised when they let healthy people do that kind of stuff, let alone an injured guy who's literally got a surgically repaired ankle.
I agree with you.
Did you guys see Cam Scatterboo? He was doing a live stream and he was explaining how to properly eat like a taco, like a crunchy taco. he was saying that like people, he's like, if you turn your head to eat the taco, you're letting the taco dominate you. And so like a real man turns the taco sideways and then eats it like that.
Well, doesn't everybody?
This guy's a psych. I'm sorry. What the hell did you just say, Cam? Are you Cam Scat? Oh my God. The cams are all in one mind.
What is going on here? I turn the damn thing and I eat it.
You don't turn your head to eat it?
No, I turn the damn thing and it's mine and I own it. And I devour it. I had 3 tacos, Dorito tacos from Taco Bell yesterday. Ask my wife.
Doesn't stuff fall out of it?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's why I don't
let it own me.
No, but that's why you don't turn it. It does own you.
No.
If you're going to ignore the fact that the best part of your taco has fallen on the floor, then it owns you.
That is a good point.
That's why you do that.
Point. That is a good point. Yeah. God, I ate 3 of those Dorito tacos from Taco Bell. They're damn good.
If you're Cam's,
am I dreaming? Is this
no.
Is this all actually happening?
Yes. on this show?
Yeah, this is happening right now.
We're a dumb show.
So you don't like when I go. Like I ate tacos last night. I ate crunchy tacos last night, Cam. So like if this is the crunchy taco, I turn my head and go at it like that so that everything stays upright. I turn my head.
I pack it down.
You lose stuff.
I pack it down.
You lose the best.
You like pinch the taco tight and then eat it like a sandwich.
God, yeah, baby. And if it spills, then I take another thing and I'll clean it up off my plate. I run the show.
No, it runs the show.
Doesn't. It falls down right there.
Hey, I'm gonna put some tacos on your pants. Hey, you want taco on your pants? I own you.
I lean over the plate.
Hey, this guy thinks it's tougher to let the stuff fall on the floor and on his pants.
Yeah.
I own him.
Yeah.
That's what the taco's laughing at you.
I thought I was just going to throw out a fun anecdote. I didn't know we were going to stumble upon, honestly, one of my favorite moments of this entire show. Of by the way, Degenerate Wombat, that's a psycho movie.
I'm a psycho.
Makes no sense.
You're right.
That's whatever. And most people's reaction to Cam Scatterboo was me and Jim's reaction. The cams are just in lockstep.
We are messed up.
Sharing one single.
I want him on the show.
Here's why I like Cam Scatterboo, because he's smart. Here's why. His shelf life in the NFL.
Yes.
Probably not long.
Yeah.
So you know what? Do everything you can to become beyond just a football player. Like he'll get jobs, he'll get parts.
He'll be on
He'll
TV.
get roles. Yes.
You're right.
Good for
Build
you.
your brand.
Good for you, Cam Scatterboo.
But if I am the GM, the coach, like, hey, let's take care of first things first.
Then I pat you on the head and I go, okay, I know what's best for me.
You know, I get where
you're gonna drain me of every last brain cell I have. Thank you. I'm gonna take care of me beyond.
That's true too.
Without encroaching upon anything on my.
Can't be much right now, right?
Who's the kid from Mizzou that was on the practice squad, the running back?
Corey Schrader,
who was really good.
Yeah,
but I remember could have been B. Shafe, and I was like, who's going to be better, Schrader or Scatterboo? Because Scatterboo had some buzz too, and he was like, I think it was him. Someone scoffed at me that Scatterboo could be anything in the NFL.
Probably Shafer.
And I wasn't sure. It wasn't like I was like, you're wrong.
Yeah, we don't know.
I didn't know.
You look at Scatterboo, you're like, he's going to dominate. Doesn't look. He doesn't. I mean, he didn't look big to the little guy. Right. Last night, right? Like, he looked tiny. They both did.
That guy had no arms.
What if Scatterboo was involved at UFC with Dylan Dennis and those guys? Jesus. Did you see that fight?
Yes.
That's scary. Those are the toughest guys in the world.
And
kicking you in the head.
And there were 6 of them.
Dana called it the Muslim Brotherhood. They're the scariest guys on the planet. Sorry, they are.
And did you see that
they
guy?
Are the scariest.
When he walked out, he was in a daze. But I will say,
he's a weirdo.
He's fighting someone, and someone held him from behind.
Oh,
a lot of those shots were from behind.
He would. I guess he pissed everybody off because he had a video, an AI video of 2 of the guys making out, and he kept playing it in front of them, like holding it up for the fans. Like you're inviting trouble, and those guys don't play around, man. They don't play around.
And Dana said he's banned.
He's done. Get him out. He doesn't even fight anybody.
And he said he was sitting in. He had a seat. He had a ticket, and he was sitting in other people's seats, intentionally
annoying everybody.
To pick them off.
See, that's what. Get away from me, you weirdo. But remember after Conor fight with Khabib, and Khabib jumps, and those guys all kick the crap out of Conor again. And they go in the stands and beat the hell out of people. Like they don't mess around, man. They are the scariest guys on the planet. Those guys from Dagestan, the Khabib team. They don't lose
Cam Scatterbo will walk away with just over 1.7 million in cash this year
in
before
cash.
taxes.
Yeah, okay. New York,
you're
not making that much
because
money.
he signed $1 million signing bonus. His base pay is $650,000.
So he ain't making that much money.
And then he also gets, I guess his signing bonus apparently gets prorated a little bit.
So his
agent gets a cut.
Yeah.
But then he gets some merch money from the league
sure.
too.
Yeah, right now he is, but he's not making that much. He's not sitting pretty right now.
Right. That's
and
why
he's taking a beating.
That's why you make sure everyone knows your Cam Scatterbo beyond football.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yep. You got, and there's plenty of opportunity, especially in New York, to do whatever the hell you want. You want me to do this? What do you want me to do? I can be involved in a lot of stuff. I remember being hurt doing a bunch of stuff with fans and stuff like that and paid to do it. Lou let me do it actually, but I wasn't fighting anybody rolling around with wrestlers. But you just got to take advantage of your downtime, man, or you'll drive yourself freaking nuts. Or you'll get addicted to things. You know, the busier you are, the less you're thinking about.
That's what Lou was probably thinking. Yeah, give him something to focus on.
Yeah. Yep. Somebody sent a picture of Gritty. That was a weird ordeal the other night. What's wrong with you? Shake my hand like a man. You're a damn mascot, who I love. Damn good, but you're a mascot. Shake my hand.
He's fine.
So, no, sorry. Shake
He's
my
fine.
hand. Handsome bugger. That pissed me off, too. Thought he was going to look like a mutant. That wasn't the case. It wasn't the case.
Why, were you attracted to him or something?
I kind of was jealous of him. A little bit. A little jealousy.
Good pivot.
I mean, no, I like women, but I was jealous. I was jealous a little bit.
Why don't you say something to him?
I'm going to. Next time I see him.
Hey, Gritty.
Gritty, I'll bag you up. You know?
I'll make you into a comforter, Gritty.
Yeah. I'll steal your head and put it on, and everybody will see you. Yeah.
Pretty
I
boy.
could ruin it for you.
Pretty boy.
I could you pretty boy. I could ruin this for you. He's literally not doing anything. He didn't go off the top rope. It's acting. It's a show. It's fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's got to.
I get it.
Like, really, you're going to tell me that him getting pushed down by somebody into a chair isn't potentially risky?
It's not the best.
It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing. You want to avoid, just like we talked about with Jack Hughes, like you just try to avoid injury off the ice, off the field. I mean, come on.
What if when he gets pushed down into that chair, the chair breaks and something sharp pokes up and stabs him in the thigh?
Or he rolls his ankle again and he has to get surgery again.
I mean, that's a worst case scenario.
Yeah. So was him trying to open up a wine bottle at dinner, slicing his hand and being out for
or me falling off the boat.
Or playing bumper cars.
Jimothy, you got to that's like 9 jokes in the first segment on that. Man.
I don't get it.
Good Lord. No, you don't. You don't want to get it.
Bumper cars.
No, stop
golf carts.
Oh God. We were playing.
How was your thing yesterday? I know you were playing. Not like I haven't been around the block. I know you're playing bumper cars. How was your thing
God,
yesterday?
if I could go back in time. Huh?
If I could
turn back time.
How was your thing yesterday with Andy? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Yep. Kurt Malpe's out today. He told stories about winning 4 Stanley Cups with the Detroit Red Wings, playing with Holly. Vladimir Konstantinov, after they won in 1997, their first Stanley Cup in such a long time, and they're all partying. They're at a golf course. They're like, yeah, they got all these limos waiting for them afterwards. They're going to go to a nice restaurant. They're on cloud 9. And all of a sudden they hear the news of an accident. And Vladimir Konstantinov and Fetisov and one of the trainers who was Russian get into a horrible limo accident because the guy swerved off the road, ran right into a tree, and it paralyzed him. And they didn't know he was going to make it. And it ruined everything. It was terrible. Then they keep his stall open all year long. They have a patch. They bring him to the games. He can't talk. He can't do anything. He's still crippled. Yeah, can't communicate with you. And then they win again. And then Stevie Eisman takes him in his wheelchair around the ice. It was just unbelievable with the Stanley Cup on his leg. I mean, God. You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
Young,
he
man.
was one of the best, toughest defensemen ever. They had the Russian 5, which was crazy. And then this guy gets in a freaking limo accident, and the guy gets sued too. I mean, he was under the influence, and they all could have just picked different limos. And Malpe's like, I was just about to get in that limo. I was just about to get in that limo with 7 other guys instead of 4. 7. And we stopped. Somebody said something. We turned around. The Russians jumped in it. damn. Because those limos, man, you don't have seatbelts, and you're way in the back. And so when you hit something, you have about 15 freaking feet of nothing. So all your momentum goes bam.
Oh my God.
So that was crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
That is a really sick.
Brutal.
Holy crap.
I know. He had some unbelievable teams, man, that he played on. Jeez Louise. Oh, okay. Hey.
Did you try to pull us out of that ditch?
Well, yeah, I know. I didn't mean to be so doomed, but it's just, I don't know.
The thing was, you did such a good job of pumping up how cool the moment was going to be. And then, man, you that was artful, Cam. That was one of the best. I mean, you are an incredible storyteller, man.
You think so?
Yes, that was
You're
incredible.
very good.
You had me all the way up.
Oh,
I was ready for a party story, and you brought me all the way down.
I got you.
You got me good, man. That was well done.
Yeah.
That was well done.
Thank
Who you tell us about?
Oh, I'm going to say, listen to this. Okay. The station in St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse want you to win a brand new, is it Vita or Vita?
I've been saying Vita.
Vita?
Yeah, I've been saying Vita.
It doesn't matter what it is. This thing is badass.
Gorgeous.
And it's nice and expensive, and it's exactly what you want on these cold, nasty days. You want to be able to have an option to go sit in relax mode, and these are beautiful. But you have a chance to win this bad boy. And we've been telling you for the last few weeks, St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse has the best price guarantee in town. Now we want you to guarantee how many total goals the St. Louis Blues will score during the regular season. If your guarantee matches a team total at the end of the regular season, you win. See the official rules on luinfo.com for how the winner will be determined in the event more than one person guesses the same correct number. You need to either be listening to the show this week or following us on social media. You will get instructions on when and how you can get registered to win. Now, last year, the Blues scored 250 goals. Year before that, 234. Year before that, 260. And the year before that, 309. Just a little.
And what did AI say? Predict?
Like 259 or something like that.
Yeah,
and that's the exact number.
AI is wrong all the time.
I think that's the exact number if you take their goals per game right now and extrapolate it.
So all you got to do is listen to be able to stow us a number. It's the easiest damn thing in the world to do. And now you're in the runnings to win this badass hot tub, man. A game changer hot tub. You won't want to get out of it.
God, I want a hot tub so bad, especially now that it gets cold.
I'm
such a wuss.
I know. It's
hot tubs are the best. Just by the way, guys, you got to keep listening. We're gonna do it again. Yeah. Second hour, you'll hear a sound, and when that sound happens, you then have 5 minutes and 90 seconds to get your guesses in and make sure when you do text those guesses in 314-590-3770. You're guaranteeing the goals that the St. Louis Blues score this season. Send in a text, one entry per person. And if you hit it right on the number, you are walking away with that brand new hot tub.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
Will never be cold again.
And it's a really good prize. I don't know what the amount is, but it's legit.
Up there.
So take a shot.
I know. Just like that lottery winner did in Georgia.
And then, depending on how high or low you guess, you can then yell at the Blues to either not shoot or shoot the puck.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we were going to tie that in.
I got you, Jim. I see where you were going.
Imagine that. Shoot! They're at you guessed 253.
289, you bums!
They're at 251. They're dragging ass the last game of the season. 2 goals. All you need. That'd be pretty cool to be a part.
You know what else? Like you're a single guy.
Jimmy Snuggerud's going for a hat trick in the final game, and you're sitting there going, "Don't shoot!
Oh God, Trev!
Somebody hit him!
Get him!" And he had a chance to make the playoffs too. And you're still rooting against them because you want that badass hot tub. I like that though.
Can you imagine? You're just a simple single guy, don't have much luck with the ladies, and all of a sudden, brand new hot tub, $high hot tub.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just chilling, having a glass of wine.
Yeah, the hot tub.
Oh, it's so gross outside. Nah, not for me. Not for me.
You want to come see my hot tub?
Why don't you come over?
Yeah.
We're just chilling. Get in a hot tub, watch a movie.
So far, a lot of the guesses we've gotten have been below the Chat GPT average per season.
Really?
I think there's some people out there who are thinking some what is it? Grovel for Gavin? What are we calling
Gavin Newsom?
What are we calling the tankathon in the NHL? Gavin McKenna?
Yeah, Gavin.
Grovel for
I like
Grovel
that.
for Gavin or something like that. And if so, it seems like the guesses we've gotten so far on the social media, I haven't seen the text line just yet from yesterday, are going below that kind of like 250, 260 line that the per game average would tell you right now.
Is that what it is, right? Because
I think it's like 260. Yeah,
we're 19 in. How many goals for?
19 in. They've scored. I forgot Cam wasn't here for this yesterday.
Yeah, my bad. I was summoned.
It wasn't your bad. We know who to blame.
Yeah, I know.
Through 19 games, they have 53 goals. So if you do 53, let's do a little math together.
Let's do a little math together.
Let's do a little math together. 53.
Let me know if you need help.
19 is 2.789 times that by 82, and the goal Blues would score. Hey, how about that? It's lower. I thought it was 250 something, 260 something.
What to say?
It's 228.
Whoa!
That's what I took 53. Divided by 19, times it by 82, and I got 228, round up 229.
Wow. Let's see what they had 167 in the shortened year. 228. That's really that 2015-16, they had 219.
Putty Chains is going gagging for Gavin, but that sounds a little I feel like we're working a little blue there.
Is he dominating that, Gavin? You know, I don't know if he's really dominating that much, but
he's not.
You know.
He might be Shane Wright.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
That was a guy. Wright had been anointed as
number
one for like 2 years.
Yep,
and
you're right.
It's kind of why. I guess that's kind of why
you're Shane Wright.
I guess that's kind of why he was pissy when he dropped. Is because he thought he was going to be number one for 2 years. And I imagine if you're 17, 18 years old and somebody's been telling you for 2 full years of your life that you're going to be number one and then you fall,
yeah,
I'd be pretty pissy too.
No doubt.
I think I'd be pretty angry.
And it's not the baseball rules either, where you fall because maybe the money situation. No, this is like they think that there's other players better than you,
and they might have been right,
and they probably were right. Slakowski, he's doing okay. It's not a big ticket, but
can I ask you a question?
What up, baby?
We have a little situation on the home front.
What happened?
They're digging in my yard for the neighbor's gas. Spire is, and they always say, "No, I've read it. Your lawn will be restored to what it is." But my wife is like, what if the house blows up? Well, that's a good question. Save Stella.
I've had that before.
It's fine. All right.
It happens a lot, actually. You got to fix it. And that's right there. You got to fix it.
What if you saw them digging up your yard, but it wasn't Spire, it was Gritty?
I'd bag him up. And I'd steal his outfit. And I'd take a picture of him.
Your story from yesterday is going to get posted. And I'm wanting to. I hope people in Philadelphia pick it up.
Blew me right off.
Honestly, the great part of this beat is that he blows you off. We get out that he's a handsome gentleman in Philadelphia, and people then expose him anyway. That would make me so happy. If he gets exposed anyhow after big time you because he doesn't want to be exposed, would make me nothing would make me happier than people being like, "Oh my God, it's this guy I matched with on Tinder." I'd love that. It'd be hilarious.
Oh man! All right, let's go to break. Regroup. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. It's Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
Joined now by the boss, Dave Green. Dave, we're building something pretty special here, but running a growing media company takes more than great content. Tell us why you chose Home Bank for your business banking.
For us, it's all about relationships. With Home Bank, we're not just an account number. We know the people there, and they know us, our goals, and where we're headed. That personal connection makes all the difference.
Greener, when you say relationships, what does that really look like?
They not only know my name, Cam, they know our business. And when I need something, whether it's a phone call or a text, weekday or weekend, morning or night, I get a response from someone I know and help with whatever I need.
That's huge. And for a business like ours, you need a bank that can move at the pace you're moving.
Exactly. We're in a fast-changing media world, and Home Bank has been a steady partner through it all.
Home Bank is a team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001.
Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank, they're your business partner.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. The city of St. Louis has named Greg Favre as the new commissioner of the City Emergency Management Agency. He's a former St. Louis Fire Department captain and regional response director and will start on December 22nd, replacing Sarah Russell, who was removed after tornado sirens failed during the deadly May 16th storm. Favre said he'll focus on restoring public trust, improving emergency technology, and better coordinating responses. The St. Louis man has been charged after throwing rocks at 2 downtown buildings. Police say 35-year-old Ryan Williams broke 7 windows at the Hertz building early on November 13th and then damaged 2 panels at the Globe building a few hours later. Surveillance footage helped identify Williams, who was arrested the next day. He faces 2 counts of first-degree property damage. Missouri deer hunters harvested just over 70,000 deer last weekend, far below last year's 90,000. Officials say the low numbers opening weekend were not due to hunter turnout, but near record warm temperatures, making deer less active. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. A pretty strong low pressure system is moving in Wednesday night and Thursday into Friday, so we do have some rain coming up. We might get a shower today, a little bit of sunshine though, and our high going up to 70. Overnight, some clouds and mid-40s, and then we're at about 60 and cloudy on Wednesday. Rain is likely all day Thursday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition and the best price guarantee in town. They'll beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in business and 400-plus 5-star reviews, you can trust they'll be there to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price. Visit besthоttubprices.com today.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right. Free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These 2 men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 8:53 on a Tuesday.
I ran point yesterday.
How'd you do?
All right.
Rock didn't want to do it?
No, I just assumed I was doing it. There was a little pause, so I jumped in. And I was all right. Wasn't that, Rock? Fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Hardly an endorsement. Hardly an endorsement.
Oh, my God.
Kreider says you're wrong about McKenna, Cam. You just have
what'd I say about him?
You can't. You just don't know what you're doing. You're talking about with these young guys. At every level he's played at, he's been better. He's been on a better point pace every season than McDavid, Crosby, and Bedard at every level. He's just adjusting right now.
Okay, I didn't say he wasn't good. Calm down. I didn't say he wasn't good. I just said, how's he doing?
You do agree that he's had a slow start, Kreider? Because that's all Cam said.
Thank you.
The only factual statement Cam said was he's having a slow start. Because when you're saying that he's just adjusting right now, you would also agree with the statement
There
that
it
based
is.
on your
There it is.
expectations,
That's a teammate I like right there, baby.
he's having a slow start.
There it is.
Correct?
You know, I didn't say he's bad.
Get back
I
at us
don't know.
Get back to us in the chat. Give us a text 314-599-3770. Or hey, you want to call? You want to chat about it on the phone?
Yeah.
A little back and forth right in the moment. 855-282-8255.
Did you just say that's a good teammate?
Yeah, sticking up for me like that. Thanks, Rock.
Cat,
Although
shut
he
up.
put me
Cat,
downtown
shut up. Cat,
Chinatown
shut
the
up.
other
Cat,
day.
shut up. Cat, shut up. Don't ruin the moment.
I'm not going to forget that.
Cat, don't ruin the
No.
No.
Kate bought me cologne, by the way. I haven't put it on today. Kate got me cologne. Like a good, she went and got me
What
little
kind?
samples and stuff like that. Kate, text me what it's called again, please. But
You can also go to
I'm
a
going to
nice,
try it. Why are you laughing? Ed Herman wears cologne. You chirping him?
No.
you know what you should do?
The timing about this
There's
is
a
fucking-
website. Cam, there's
Yeah.
a
Don't pump
website
your
called
son's product.
tryafragrance.com.
Yeah, never mind.
Is that Tyler's?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to lay out the big cash and you try a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Tryafragrance.com.
I'll let you know what it is. See if he knows what it is too. I'm curious what he thinks. But I'll wear it tomorrow, see if it smells good.
I'm wearing a Lure Sport today.
Cool.
It's really good.
Yeah, I haven't wore cologne in years, man.
I always put it on before
Years.
a little deodorant and a little cologne.
I need to start doing it. Because I was an Axe guy for a while. I don't know.
What are you, 17?
Yeah, I feel like it's just easy to go, real quick. Let's see here. Andrews Sports Medicine Building is a $110 million new facility in Birmingham. God, I bet it was. And now the Devils fans are all giving the restaurant a 1-star review on Google. Yeah, I saw that too. Maybe that'll help them out in the long run. They're getting attention, but I don't know. That kid that played in his first NHL game, did his dad have to buy all the Blues gear he had on? Did his parents have to buy the tickets, or do the Blues give them some tickets for his first game? You're talking about Hunter Skinner. The Blues hooked him up with everything. The Blues even hooked me up when I was playing for the Devils coming here for the first time.
As they should.
As they should. They hooked up my whole family with a box and booze and everything.
MLB, it's a different story. They'll give you a couple.
Game 2 is a different story, I'm pretty sure, for Hunter Skinner.
Yeah.
Game 2's out that check, my friend.
Yeah, you're right.
Game 2,
what about game 2?
If your parents want to come to game 2, that's out the game check, my friend.
He didn't play in game 2, I guess.
There, you get 60 people coming from some small town.
Yeah.
And if you're naive, you foot the bill for that. Usually put mom in charge and there's a cutoff because you'll end up playing for free for a week if you're a young player.
Oh, my God.
Because the cost is crazy.
Dude.
And they only give you so many. I
would play in Toronto, and all my billets would come from Windsor. My billets from Guelph would come, and it's adding up. Now I have 12, 15 people in Toronto on a Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, and I got to fit the bill for that. And yeah, I think I did play for free for like a month. That was so expensive. And we played them a lot with the Devils. And I'm like, I got to stop. Still did it.
Well, you're a good man.
You got to
Don't forget the people.
Can I write that off? I don't know. Whatever. What do you do? Let's see here.
Take a break.
Okay, we're going to take a break. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers, it's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
USA Radio News, I'm John Summers. The United Nations Security Council gave support to President Trump's peace plan for Gaza. That plan calls for the creation of an international stabilization force and a transitional authority overseen by Trump. The authority, called the Board of Peace, will be led by Trump himself to manage government and reconstruction in Gaza after months of war with Israel. President Trump says he has nothing to do with the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. While meeting with reporters in the Oval Office Monday, Trump was asked again if he supports the Justice Department releasing all the files related to Epstein.
I'm all for it. You know, we've already given 50,000 pages. You do know that. Unfortunately, like with the Kennedy situation, with the Martin Luther King situation, not to put Jeffrey Epstein in the same category, but no matter what we give, it's never enough.
If the measure calling on the DOJ to release the files passes through the House, it will go to the Senate, where it faces an uncertain future. There are reports Senator Ted Cruz of Texas is laying the groundwork for another presidential run. President Trump was asked about it and says he's not surprised.
He's a very good guy. He's a very good friend of mine. You remember we had quite a campaign against Ted.
Cruz was the runner-up in the 2016 GOP primary, and next year he's hosting a donor retreat, according to a report in Axios. California Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley's again calling for an end to gerrymandering nationwide. He says, combined with requiring voter ID across the nation, it will restore trust in democracy.
The first tends to be more of a priority for Democrats. The second tends to be more of a priority towards Republicans. I think that we can reach some sort of deal to make our elections a lot fairer.
Appearing on Fox News, Kiley says the immediate priority should be bringing the current redistricting war to an end. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say. We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit strongtel.com right now. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. StrongTel.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. You're listening to the exclusive home of Fighting Illini football. The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
This is Mizzou wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr.
And I'm Mizzou linebacker Josiah Trotter.
When we hit the field, we have each other's back.
And off the field, we got James Carlton, State Farm covering us.
Thanks, fellas. Nothing beats college football season and nothing beats saving money. Just by getting a quote from our office and mentioning Mizzou, we'll make a donation to support Mizzou's will to win push on your behalf. No strings attached.
So you're supporting the team just by checking your rates. Doesn't get any easier than that.
It's so easy. Check them out online at carltoninsurance.net. MIZZOU.
Hey, Kat, summer's winding down, but I keep thinking, my backyard is weak, man. I need a pool and maybe even a fire pit.
Cam, you know who can handle that? Merrimack Pools and Outdoors. They're a family-owned St. Louis company, been doing this for 25 years.
They do more than just pools, right?
Oh, yeah. Patios, outdoor kitchens, sport courts, fire features, the whole outdoor package. They'll design it, build it, and make it look amazing.
That sounds like trouble for my neighbors when I start hosting barbecues with the boys.
Exactly. And here's the best part. Free consultations, smart pool features like LED lighting and spa integration, financing options, and they back it all with a lifetime manufacturer warranty.
That's legit. And you know I like local. They're licensed, insured, bonded, and based right here in St. Louis.
If you want the ultimate backyard, head to SplashSTL.com.
Hit up SplashSTL.com for more information and receive a free salt cell included in your package. A $2,000 value. SplashSTL.com. When it's time to bring the energy, don't fake it. Fuel it. Drink Thunder is the all-natural, plant-based, fruit-based pre-workout drink that gives you real results without the junk. No sugar, no crash, just clean energy, powered by nature, and loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help you perform at your best. Go to drinkthunder.com and grab your favorite flavor, orange mango, blackberry lemonade, or strawberry cream. Drink Thunder, the clean way to power your workout. drinkthunder.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, 9:05. Let's go. Yeah. Tuesday, Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Janssen, Matthew Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, and Ed and Brody Herman. What's going on, guys? Good to see you
look
again,
at
Ed.
this new camera.
Look at that, baby. What's up?
Look at that.
Come
Oh,
on
my
now.
God.
Come on now.
Oh, my goodness.
Just so you know, the pecking order. That was the cat cam. Apparently, it's not anymore.
What happened? No, you could turn it a little bit.
I'm just kidding.
Because there's a lot of extra space there. I think we could twist it a little bit to,
No,
to
we're
get
fine.
us.
No, we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
But what if the people on YouTube,
just jokes.
They
It's
need
just jokes.
They need you, man. They need you.
They want to see you.
No,
Jimmy.
they really don't.
They want to
That's fine.
see
It's close
you.
enough.
I used to be handsome. Those
What?
days are long.
Get out of here. It's not long gone. You're in your prime.
And you know what? We were talking. We were talking about aging and when you're on the clock, and then getting on planes. I just have. So we were saying when you get on the plane, I always look who could, like, you're waiting, to get on. I always look around and think who could be the potential threat. So I look around.
Yeah.
Then I look around, and if there's like a mom traveling with kids, I want to make sure I give her a look like
You got
I have
her
your
back.
right.
You've been there.
But then Cam said he looks around to see who would be on his side if there was an issue. Cam, if you're getting on a plane and you're trying to identify guys who could help you in an issue, would you look at me as someone who could help be honest?
Yes.
You would.
Really?
Okay. All right.
Where is that coming from?
Because I feel like you would be alert. I could just look and your, I don't know, just your rock shaking.
No,
Is that,
Jim-
am I virtue signaling?
No, Jim.
Am I?
Do we have a Seth situation here?
I mean,
If I'm breaking down the cabin of the plane, much like myself, Jim is firmly in the victim category.
There you go. I'm in the category they call
because I know him.
hostage.
Yes, victim
Brody,
or
easy.
hostage.
Take it
I am.
easy.
They look at me. They're like, "We'll take the little guy as a hostage."
Yeah.
They don't think I'm going to break out, but see, that's where they would make their mistake.
I think because I know you. Because I know you would help.
Well, you have a certain.
You've seen when I saw the potential threat.
Yeah.
You look
'Cause I
like
know
you.
that.
You could have been a bull. You could have been a bull in your day. I mean,
I don't know what that means.
You look like you could take somebody down. If you had to.
I'd probably sustain a hip injury.
I would look at Rocchio and be like, give him that look like, you see me? You see me?
Yeah.
Things are happening. You're behind me.
I'll follow you.
I'll go first, but you're behind
But
me.
I was asking.
Rock would
Wait,
side
oh,
with
no.
You wouldn't?
These guys are going
No,
after
would you
each
hide
other.
with the women and children?
No, I'd
Like Andy would?
I'd go down in a blaze of glory.
I know you. Okay,
Rock would
there
side.
you go.
I would.
Get out.
Rock would
Hey,
side
be
with the
pretty
terrorist. We deserve it.
Take us down.
So we all have to play our part. See, you're the enforcer. Everybody would look at you, Cam, on the listen. If things went down on a plane, we talked about this on the break, because of your physicality. There is an assumption there. There's a burden that comes with that. Everybody would look to you and be like, "You're our guy. Go knock these guys out. What are you going to do?" but you embrace that. This is a good feeling for you.
Yeah.
You want to be the guy.
He's saved people
Always.
before. He has.
Yeah, I have kind
He
of.
lied about one, but he did save
I did
some.
lie about one, but I did save two people.
What happened? Talk. Is that a story that could be told? Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I mean, I've told it
80 times.
I told it like a quick version of the one where I was probably 15 or 16. We're down at Robertsville, and this place called the Offsets, which is probably banned now because people got legit hurt. And it was a quarry that they made into like a little park where you get inner tubes and you could underage drinking. There was nobody really looking at you. And you climb these cliffs with rope all the way up to the top cliff and you jump off.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the most stupidest damn thing ever. So this kid, big kid, was climbing up the rope, fell down, hit his head, boom, and right underneath it's a quarry. So it drops 10 feet just like that. So we all kind of gather around. I'm trying to gather myself. I go down there, try to pick him up, can't do it, drop him, boom, go back up. Go down there, pick him up, can't do it, drop him, go back up. Look at another guy, just like we talked about if we're going to do it on a plane. He goes down with me. We pick him up, got to grab him. Somebody else helps out. We start walking. I'm almost passed out. We put him up on the side. He's sliding back down. We got to put him up, smack him around. He coughs up stuff, had to go to the hospital. And then a month later, he was trying out for a hockey team, and he came up to my aunt, Margaret Janssen, because my cousin Derek Janssen was on the team, and his mom, the guy I saved, goes up to my aunt and goes, "Your son saved my son's life." She's like, "No, it's my nephew."
So instead of performing CPR, you guys slapped him around.
Slapped him
around. Listen. Hey, listen.
It worked.
You do what needs to be done.
Turned him over, turned him back over. He's sliding back down there.
Hey, a lot of saving is violent. Look at the Heimlich. I mean, come on. That's that's basically slapping someone around.
You got to get it out.
That's amazing. But we each have our role to play, and you're an enforcer, and with strength. I'm the guy they send. What my role? Because I'm not the guy that everyone on the plane is going to be looking at. But
No,
here's what
absolutely
here's what I'm the guy for. You want to return something in a store, and they don't want to take it back. Then you call me in.
I need guys like you.
Yes. See, that's where my talent is.
I
Believe
need
me,
guys like you.
they're going to take it back. They're going to take it back lovingly. You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes I don't want to.
I wish my parents would have known you when I went through the window at Shrewsbury Family Center, because they had lawyer friends who were telling them like, "Hey, I think you got something here." My parents were like, "No, we don't. We're not going to even touch on." I wish they had at least one more lawyer friend who would have been like, "Listen. We got something here. Let's not let this go by the wayside." Now.
Yeah, that's how you know that you're going to be a lawyer. That was always my role in school. I was a Weisenheimer in class, but I remember little things like a kid named Chet Fenster, who actually grew up. He's the executive producer of Love Island. I went to school. Yeah, I went to school with him. Yeah.
Chet Fenster.
We were good friends. Yeah, Chet Fenster.
He's a heavy hitter.
It's a good name.
Yes, he is. Class president.
And he was the class president. And he shows up to math class late. And our professor, Mr. Agee, says, "Chet, go down to the principal's office. You've got detention." And I'm the idiot in class that says, "Mr. Agee, you can't give him a detention for coming in late. The student handbook is very clear. You got to be late 3 times to get a detention." So he pipes and he says, "Herman, get up, go to the principal with him." He didn't want any part of it. But it wasn't like I was always a jerk. That was when I would get called in. I remember my brother once, my dad had given him his credit card, which was very unusual because we didn't have any money. But he needed pants for school. So he said, "Well, go to the mall, get some pants." So my brother went to the mall and got a pair of pants and a belt. And he spent, it was expensive, brought it home. And my mom saw, he's like, that's what you all you got for all that money was one pair of pants and a belt? He says, I could have taken you to Marshall's. Do you know how much you could have gotten? Instead, you went to Merry-Go-Round, which was a store in the mall, overpriced, with a very bad return policy. Ooh. I was younger than my brother. I was only 14. He was 16 and just driving. So my mom, even then, they knew. They said, "Eddie, go to the mall with your brother. You talk to them." And I went in and I went through a whole back and forth with them. And I remember at 14, and I was like, "Is this that you?" your computer system won't allow you to do this, or you have a policy where you're not supposed to do this, because I need to know what the limitation is. And that's at 14. And it was clearly that they could. It was just that their policy was not to. And where I ultimately got them was the fact that they let the kid use the credit card without having a note from the dad saying that they had permission to use it. I'm like, this kid's 16. You took a credit card. You didn't ask him if he had permission. Did you call his dad? Did you ask for a note? Nothing. I'm like, listen, let's put this whole thing behind us.
You're 14.
Yeah, I was 14.
Good for
They
you.
took it all back. I am exactly the way as I am today is how I have always been. Now, I don't know if that is for most people. Do you find that in yourself? Do you look back on yourself as a child and think that you're really just an older version of who you were?
Absolutely. No maturity.
No,
There's been
right.
no maturing.
You were just an older version of who you've always been.
The bad faults that I'm going to correct along the way, you don't.
Yeah.
And that's who I am.
I was crazier back then. I've
You've
toned it
mellowed.
down. Oh, yeah.
You've
big
mellowed.
time. Big time. Which is good.
But you're the same person.
Yeah.
Like, your consciousness and your core.
I think you're softer now.
Big time.
Not in a bad way.
I don't think so.
Softer.
I bet you if you ask Cam's mom, he was always a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He was always a sweetheart.
I was always, I was very emotional.
Around his animals and that kind of stuff. I bet you Cam was always a sensitive kid around that stuff.
Always.
I wonder if we would have gone along in high school.
Probably.
Well, you're both sports guys.
Probably.
I think you'd
I
have
got along
found
with
common
everybody,
ground.
really. I didn't have any enemies. I had a really good high school. Life in high school. I loved it. Especially
we
in
would have been
Windsor.
friends. You would have looked out. You would have looked out for me.
Yeah,
I was
I
a little
needed you.
chubby.
I needed guys like
I was
you
the
around.
chubby kid. You would have made sure nobody picked on me, and I would have made sure that you had good grades.
Yes, exactly.
And not that you did on your own. I'm just saying,
No.
it's just like I could have,
I did
once in a while.
I
could
did
have
till
held my
ninth
own.
grade, and then I stopped.
You went to school just for
1 year of high
socializing.
school. I just started doing what I wanted to do.
I
had a
think
vision.
90% of us ultimately go to school for socializing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go there thinking that way, but when you really look back on it, seems like what 90% of it was for.
Yeah.
Let me
I
ask
agree.
you something. Since you're a lawyer and your son is a professional wrestling expert, so we were talking about Scatterboo getting involved in the fracas last night, and we were thinking, like, if I'm Scatterboo, and I know I probably have a short shelf life for the NFL because he's injury prone because the way he plays, I'd be setting myself up to be a star outside of the NFL. So I'm glad he did that. But I'm wondering, Ed, are there probably things in his contract that would preclude him from getting involved, especially being injured now, with any sort of mayhem outside the playing field?
I don't know. Typically, I mean, you would know, Cam, sports contracts usually do have tremendous
Well,
restrictions.
you can't go skiing and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
if you remember Aaron Boone, who's now the manager of the Yankees, but he had a contract with them to play third base for the 2004 season. Because 2003, he hits that walk-off home run in the ALCS, and he's this Yankee hero. That's his last year as a Yankee, because in that offseason, he played a game of pickup basketball, injured his knee, and had to have surgery. They voided his contract.
See, that's different because you could consider that as a workout. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
basketball.
Apparently, it was specifically articulated in his contract: no pickup basketball.
Oh wow!
And he did, and he was honest about it. But they voided his contract. Oddly enough, if that hadn't happened, A-Rod never would have been a Yankee.
Yep.
Because it was losing him at third base that offseason. And of course, A-Rod was traded to the Red Sox first.
Yeah, that got vetoed.
It got vetoed by the league. The Players Association wouldn't allow that deal to go through because of the transfer of money involved.
What
or the
about
reduction of
and
money.
the teams know, like if you're a skier, they know that.
Yeah.
And they will put that.
Oh, yeah.
They will know you love basketball.
And the thing
One
is,
of the really famous ones
it's
was
hard.
Ben Roethlisberger, who gets in a really bad motorcycle accident.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was after his rookie year or
No,
after
2006,
his
I
second
think, is
year.
when he got hurt.
Okay, so it was after his third year. And then they literally changed his contract, and then it was like, and then there was language in every contract he signed with the Steelers there that he was absolutely forbidden from ever riding a motorcycle while under contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Do you think Tony Twist would have followed that?
Yeah,
And
well,
that would have been his
he lost
contract.
a lot of money because he's about to sign a 5-year deal with Philly. Hey, do you hear about Jack Hughes, the leading scorer of the New Jersey Devils, was at a restaurant in Chicago called the Chicago Cut. And there's a rookie party there, and they're all hanging out. I'm guessing they're drinking, I would say 100%. And he cuts his finger and his ligament, and he's out months now.
Jeez.
Like,
Oh.
I know this in his contract, the Devils aren't like, hey, you cut your finger with, on a wine bottle. Like, can they have some sort of case?
Probably not that. That's just an accident. I doubt
Even if
anybody.
he's drinking and stuff.
Yeah, but
a video comes
there-
out.
Yeah, but is there any evidence to suggest that it was the drinking that caused the cut? I mean,
don't
that those things kind of become hazy, and then of course, if he is going to come back, even if it takes a few months and you still have him for a long contract, I don't think you'd be looking to avoid that. I remember Bobby Ojeda cut his finger in baseball. I remember him.
Yeah.
And that took him out during that part of the 86, I think, Mets season.
What about Clint Barmas? Remember his hunting injury?
Now, his was carrying frozen meat, right?
Yeah,
he was carrying deer meat
for the rest of his career.
and he was going up a staircase, and I think it injured him. I think Jeff Kent, who's on the veterans ballot for potential Hall of Fame, but didn't Jeff Kent have an incident where he claimed he was cleaning his truck, and that's how he injured his thumb? But I think it had come out that it was a motorcycle accident.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to bring that up. I'm kind of hoping Jeff Kent gets elected to the Hall of Fame on December 7th is the veterans ballot. I don't know if I would actually like to get your take, Jim. You have 8 people on the ballot. I have very strong feelings about all 8. What do you think? Did they get the ballot right even?
I'll be honest. I didn't even look at the ballot. I don't vote in that.
Right.
And
It's just a panel of 16 people.
I think we're letting in too many people, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I think we do.
I don't know.
I think because Hall of Fame should have a certain cachet about it.
I think it does. I mean, I am not a small. I think I think the hall is already small. I think it's very, very hard to get into. I mean, it is. You look at
and it
how
should
long.
Be. That's all.
Listen,
that's my point.
The game's been around 150 years almost, and you only have what in terms of players, not even 250 guys in the history of the game that are recognized in there. I mean, that seems minuscule compared to the number of people who have played.
I did want to point out about players getting injured. You remember Jason LaRue?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar. Yeah, it was a catcher.
Very nice.
Yeah,
guy.
Cardinals, Reds. Yeah,
very nice.
That's right.
So he was the guy that got kicked in the head during the Cardinals Reds brawl.
Oh yeah, Brandon Phillips and
started
where was that the pitcher Johnny Cueto?
Cueto
Right.
kicked him.
Yeah,
bad luck. Anyway, he got a concussion and I think that ended his career. Yeah, truth be told, though, he drove his mountain bike a lot and took a bad tumble even before the season. Yeah. And so, there's a lot of that stuff.
I think it's tough. What did you find? What are you looking at there?
I'm more reacting to Jim's thing because St. Louis fans are ready to tar and feather Johnny Cueto whenever you bring him up.
Well, he did kick the guy in the head, and that certainly didn't help.
He was getting pushed back into like a brick wall by like 40 people.
He also got kicked in the head.
I'm aware
Cueto. What Cueto did.
I'm just saying what Cueto
exacerbated at the very least. I'm just saying.
You brought up the
I'm just saying that there had been other.
But is it? I mean, it's a tough call. But these are young guys. They're physical. They've been playing sports their entire life. Most athletes don't just play one sport, right? They're in everything, and they live active lifestyles. I mean, it's how they are, and this is their prime. I think. Not to say we should have all sorts of sympathy. They're making good money and they're getting to play sports for a living, but there are sacrifices, right? I mean, Cam, you lived it. When you have to give up a lot of things that you would otherwise love doing, and not just sports and physicality and stuff, but
your family, your friends, you got to leave and
the travel, the food, having to stay physically fit, and be on. And, you are giving up your prime.
Yeah.
For your profession, even if you love your profession, it's still just what you're doing to make a living. It's not your life. It's a part of your life. And it really is. It takes all of it during that time period.
I think fans sometimes forget you've been through the grind. It's a grind. I can't imagine the physical grind of the NHL season, but just being away from the family. Yes, you're a multimillionaire in many cases. You have a nanny, whatever. You're still away from your family.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. I think Ricky Horton told the story when he got traded. He was a Cardinal, then he got traded, and he had to go right there. So his wife had to kind of sell the house, get a new one. That could create a strain no matter how much money you have. It's a commitment. Now, granted, the upside, the riches are beyond what people can even really understand.
But with an athlete, it's tough because they know it's a window.
Yeah.
Different if you're like maybe a Hollywood celebrity. Maybe you think, the window, even though it gets harder to get parts, you feel like, you have some control. The window's a little bigger. You have an athlete, most athletes have a prime of 6 or 7 years if they're lucky. They may have a career that's longer, but a 6 or 7 year prime and their whole life, that's it. So I don't know. It's challenging. And I think that not that they don't do well. Athletes in the minimum salaries, like in baseball, are over $800,000 a year. It's a nice living, but what are you going to do when that money runs out? That's
AM
not
radio.
That's I'm that's not going to last a lifetime. See, there's your answer right there.
and the tough thing is, you talk to guys that gave it up, that maybe made good money but never 80 million.
Right.
And when they give it up, they go to a game, some of them I know, and they're like, I could get that guy out, or I could hit still. You got to get it out of your system. So for me, if you're a pro athlete and you want to hang around until they rip that jersey off you, go do it, because that's for you. You're going to have to live with that.
Right.
So make sure you want out.
Listen,
Unless you're grinding in a minors, not making money.
Right.
And,
then it's easier to say.
Yeah. If you're still in the NHL or
listen, whatever game you're in, if the game tells you you're done, you're done.
And did you see, Jimmy, though, you remember the monstrosity next to your house? Did you see that story? I believe it was in Virginia.
Yeah.
About how they're building. It looks like a hotel.
Right.
Good
and
God.
It's not, the one next to me wasn't as big.
No.
But it was the same thing. They ignored the, encroachment and all that. And I thought to myself, I hated being in the public doing that. But I looked at the reaction on that story.
Did you really?
I hated it.
Did you really?
I remember seeing that.
We talk about the story a lot.
I hated it. You know why? Because the TV guy's punching down on the poor neighbor.
Yeah.
Until because people don't know the real story until they were there and they were in my backyard and saw it. So I looked at the comments on that, right? And everyone was like, "That's a monstrosity." Right? No, but I didn't get that because I saw a lot of that. Anytime the paper wrote, I'd look at the comments.
I know,
and it's like, Rich Ledoux guy, privilege or whatever.
Yes.
No,
It's
that's
your
my
neighbor.
home.
You're both Rich Ledoux guys. What are you talking
That's
about?
my home.
Yeah.
It's your home, man.
And they violated every single zoning law, knowing that their buddies on the council would push it through.
Because listening to that, you're just like, okay, what's going on? And then you showed me that, and I'm like, God, nasty looking thing pushed up against your fence. Like, no, I would have done the same damn thing.
I took the whole city council, whatever, the board, come to my backyard and look.
Yeah.
A rock.
Because all they ever saw was from the street. Oh, it's
And then when the light bulb just went off, they looked at the back and they said, "Oh, geez."
I mean, we were going to win legally anyway. His name is Hardy Manise. He was a great attorney. His son is even better. And they knew at the very end that we had the game-winning play, but they never filed the plat. No one even knows what a plat is. But to combine the properties, there was something to do with the plat, and you had to go through all the procedures to finally get. So we knew we were going to win, but it took 3 years and cost the people in Crystal Lake Park a ton of money because the mayor was stubborn and an attorney, arrogant, but didn't really know the law, and the board members rallied around their.
Never
friend.
seen that before.
Yeah. No, there are a lot of that goes on. Intellectual egos. That's
it is a brutal situation though, because no matter what you lose, you're losing money.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it. You got to fight against your neighbor.
Yeah,
Then you got to be neighbors with your neighbor that you're like, it's just,
And
the whole thing sucks.
And everyone gets along, but people to this day, like someone told my wife that one of the neighbors that, of our friends met someone, oh, the Hayes just did that for the money. No, we lost money.
No. Let me tell you, that's why, and this is not original on my part, but I do believe it to be true. The only way to really win a dispute is to avoid a dispute.
Yep.
Avoiding is winning.
But that's
it
why
is when it comes to dispute.
That's why you have laws. That's why you have zoning ordinances that were ignored.
Yeah. Well, because people always want to push the boundaries when they want something that is not within the rules. This is why I have, and I preach on about this. I don't trust anybody who talks about following the rule of law. That's dangerous. People who say, I follow the law to the letter, they're the most dishonest people in the world. And they're telling you they are.
Yeah.
Because what they're really telling you is, I'm only going to follow the law exactly as it's written. I'm going to be the guy, not me, loopholes. I don't like loopholes and holes.
Blind spots.
All of that stuff is nonsense. Yeah. And the way you could always tell those people they're going to try to get away with things is they're the ones that say, I follow the letter of the law. The reason the good people, the people you want to work with, are the people who follow the spirit of the law. They're the smart ones. They're the ones that say, I understand what they were trying to accomplish here, and I'm going to honor what they were trying to accomplish. I'm not going to try to be clever and get around what they were clearly trying to do. And that's why our tax code is 5,000 pages, because you have people out there who think they're being clever, who think they're finding loopholes in the tax code. There were no loopholes. What we needed were honest people who said, okay, we get what we're going for here. This is how we're gonna pay, and we're gonna do it. But no, people who thought they were too clever to do it. So what happened? The people that write the code have to say, all right, well, now we have to write 3 more rules to work around that little situation that this person exploited. And then it happens over and over. And then you have 5,000 pages because people couldn't just be generally honest people following the spirit of a rule. They had to follow the letter of the law. Now, you guys actually had a dispute, and I wasn't here for it.
Whoa.
And I wanted to ask a question about it.
This is good.
Oh, bring it up.
Yes, because you were very passionate about not accepting money from certain governments or certain dishonest people.
Yes.
And you basically took the other side and
Cam more so.
No, I said it.
Cam worked for Ted Bundy. Cam actually worked for TedBundy.com.
Okay, but let me ask. But now here's the thing, because I found myself in an interesting quandary watching that segment, because I agree with you in your conclusions. Like I'm with you in heart and spirit. Like you don't want to get in bed with those people. That said, my question then, because this is where it becomes an ethical dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
You're growing your own company. Do you ever, would a person, it doesn't have to be you, but most people who are growing a company want to grow it, make it bigger. And the dream for most would be to see if they could get that company to go public.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
I see. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever company it is that you started and you're like, I own this company, I don't want to get into bed with certain people. But if you do get to the point where you take your company public, you don't get to control who buys stock in your company.
That's true.
And so once your company goes public, any one of those dishonest people in their governments and their countries, they can all come in and buy your company. So the real question is, if you're comfortable with your company going public, that means that you are comfortable taking money from those dishonest people.
Yeah.
And so the question is what he's doing really any different? Because he's just cutting to the chase. He's just recognizing that ultimately every one of us would be in a position to do that. That's why we say, oh, Tesla's an American company or GM's an American company. What does that even mean, to be an American company? If you're a public
here,
if that's my point, is where your headquarters isn't really your thing, right? Anybody can buy you. I can own Toyota. I'm not Japanese. Who owns Toyota? The stockholders own it.
Because I'm staying private.
Every publicly traded, exactly. That's your solution. Is you got to stay
Because I'm
private.
staying private.
But my point is that if you're publicly traded, you don't get to assign a nationality to the company, other than to ask yourself, who does the company employ? If you're trying to say buy American, the goal isn't to say I want a company that was founded in America, because if it's publicly traded, it's owned by the Chinese or the Saudis. It just is.
Yeah.
What you really want to ask yourself, if you want to quote buy American, if that's a priority to you, it's not to me, but if it is to you, what you're really asking yourself is who are they employing?
Well, to Jim's
who is
point,
making my car?
To Jim's criticism that he leans on a lot would be Nike would be a good example. Yes, it's an American company, except for, to Jim's point, all of their labor is being done by sweatshops in impoverished countries thousands of miles away.
And quite frankly, it's a publicly traded company.
Yes,
so
too.
There's an argument there that it's not even an American company in that regard. And that's okay.
And
Listen,
Rock has 50 pair.
I want human beings to make a living no matter where they live in the world. I don't want anybody to be earning slave wages. I don't like the idea of a sweatshop. But if you're in another country and you're being paid a fair wage, you got a wife or a husband, you got kids, like let people eat. People have to work and eat. They're willing to work for their family. I don't care where they live. Why would I value one human being more than I would value another human being when it comes to that? I just don't want to see them taken advantage of with slave wages. But if you said, oh no, in that country, that's a good wage, that's the equivalent of the same thing they'd be getting, I'd say, have at it. I don't see a problem with it.
I think I have a problem with, like, if you dig on anyone's past, any company, there was a lot of people, you're going to find bad stuff.
Of course.
Any country, like the United States gets attacked all the time. Every country has a bad part of their past.
They do.
So if you're going to be a company that has stuff, don't be at the forefront of pretending like you are the moral litmus test of companies. And some companies do that, and they got the same garbage in their past or that you can dig up as all the others.
It's true. You know, the opening line of the book, right? The Godfather. It's behind every empire is a crime, right? Or I'm paraphrasing, but that's behind every fortune, behind every great fortune, there's a crime. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I think it's making the point that you're saying. Everybody made compromised choices at some point in their journey to success because it's impossible not to. And you may feel good about your choices. It may have even been the right choices. It may have been, look, this is what's necessary to get this thing where it has to go. But everybody has made compromised choices. And so to have a holier than thou attitude is never a good look. That's why people don't like it. That's why self-righteousness is the worst characteristic a person can have. Maybe except being a psychopath. That might be worth.
Well done on the Mario Puzo poll.
Oh, did you like that?
Yeah. Behind every great fortune, there is a crime, and he's quoting Honoré de Balzac.
Yeah, and it's only in the book.
I like that.
The movie they don't use it. The movie starts with "I believe in America."
Yeah.
You
see Nuremberg yet?
I believe in America. No, was it good?
I haven't seen it.
We've
I
been talking about
a
it.
review.
Yeah. I might go see it this week.
I do. People are saying Russell Crowe is back.
They said it's supposed to be really, really good.
Rami Malek looked like he kills it too.
Really, really good.
Really?
Oh,
I mean, and I liked Russell Crowe in his prime, but has the guy made a notable picture in the last 25 years?
I think he's been chilling. I think he's just been hanging.
Because when he went through his stretch of doing The Insider and Gladiator and Beautiful Mind, I mean, he owned it.
So I think you talk about a player like maybe past his prime, kind of hanging on. I think there's actors that knowingly grab the money when they can, based on maybe what they're dealing with personally, a divorce or something.
Yeah.
But I saw Russell Crowe playing like the deranged guy that a woman has a traffic incident with. I don't even remember the name of the movie.
Nice Guys is a really good movie. That's 2016. That's
Okay, yeah, you know what? I didn't see that one.
He put weight on. I remember.
He got fat.
Did you ever see the movie where he was the deranged guy that this woman has a traffic incident with, and then he just stalked
No,
her?
what is that?
I don't know.
Look that up.
But he's
Rock.
terrifying in that.
Really? I mean, he's good actor.
I don't even remember the name. I think he's brilliant.
I don't
remember the name of the movie.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think the movie The Insiders is one of the great movies about corporate scandal. Yeah, Al Pacino.
Really? Unhinged?
I think that might be.
Yeah, Al Pacino and Russell Crowe. It's a true story of how the cigarette companies finally got taken down through the 60 Minutes interview and everything that went around it. He was the whistleblower for one of the tobacco companies. And Jeffrey Wiegand.
Speaking of, I mean, which movie were we talking about?
That was The Insider.
Okay. Have you guys ever seen, as we're talking about smoking, I just talking about movies. You guys ever seen Aaron Eckhart and Thank You for Smoking?
Yes, of course.
Oh my
Great
God.
movie. I love that movie.
What is that? Oh, Thank You for Smoking is an incredible
Thank You for Smoking
movie.
is one of those gems that not a lot, because the guy, I think was it Jason Reitman?
The director?
Who wrote and directed it. So now, this was before he did Up in the Air.
Oh, yeah. I saw
and
that.
a bunch of other movies that people started realizing he's got a real voice, right? Wasn't that his?
Yep.
I think it was his debut. And it may be his best, but it's just that nobody really knew anything about him or anybody that was in it yet. It's a loaded cast, but they're loaded cast of like familiar character actor types. Even Robert Duvall's in it. I mean, it's a great movie.
Adam Brody, Katie Holmes, Sam Elliott.
Yeah, he plays
Simmons.
He plays the head of the lobby for tobacco. And a smooth talking guy. That's why it's called Thank You for Smoking.
I think I've seen this.
It's a slick movie. It's a funny movie.
The executive producers of Thank You for Smoking are Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and a bunch of other people.
Okay, so they had some big money behind it. Listen,
I did not see that coming.
It is so hard to separate, and you have to do it. You got to separate the artist from the art. You got to separate the creator, from the creation.
Incredible! Oh my God!
Because if I'm going to have to, in order to decide what I'm allowed to like, if I have to do a moral litmus test on the person who created it, you can't do that.
And you know what? Someone that won't. Like if you like this guy's music and then he says something that you disagree with and you don't like his music anymore, that's on you.
Right. But
that's on you.
Here's what I would ask people. I would say, is it fair to blame the child for the sins of the father? In other words, would you you have a classmate and they're a wonderful person and they're a great human being, but you know that their dad embezzled from their company?
No,
of course not. Right? You would say, come on, this is his own individual person who has every right to their own. To me, works of art, work product, that is your child. That is a creation.
John
that you
Wayne
have.
Gacy.
Yeah, you that is your you put it out in the world, and then it's its own thing. So if you want to listen to Michael Jackson's music or R. Kelly's music, or if you believe the horrible things that some people have said about Woody Allen, but you still want to enjoy his movies,
Woody Allen.
Those movies, those are creations. They're not him. You can hate him and like the creation, just like you can like somebody's offspring.
But aren't they making money off
not
that?
them?
Aren't they making money off that?
They're going to make
commerce?
them. Who cares?
Well, if you're contributing to them making money, isn't it?
So wait,
the moral litmus test on everything.
I think, couldn't there be a line some people want to draw? Is contributing to the personal fortunes of these people who are
you could, however,
clearly felonious.
Well, let me ask you this:
dangerous.
Are you familiar? And I'm sure this is just what your audience wants to listen to, but Kant's categorical imperative. There was a philosopher, Immanuel Kant. I was a philosophy major, and my expertise is in ethics. And he had something called the moral imperative. And what it basically said is his rules for an ethical society were anything you do, you ask yourself, if every other person did the exact same thing that I'm about to do, what happens to society? And so he would say, you don't need a Bible. Like, there's your rule book. All you need is, like, for him, that was his golden rule.
I've always rolled off that.
So the question becomes, if you would deprive a livelihood to a person based on their conduct, if everybody did that, what becomes of that person? So who takes care of them? They go their whole life. They're not allowed to make a dime. They can't make any money. How are they going to earn a living? How are they going to provide for themselves? They have a family. They may have children. So what do? If you're not going to put them in jail and take care of them the rest of their life, then what are you going to do? What becomes of these people? Now, I can understand you saying, you know what? They go work a manual labor job, or they do a harder job. They go back to school and learn to do something, but I'm not going to make them a rich person who gets to have a boutique career like an actor or an athlete. You can make that. That's your choice. But realistically, at some point, you have to consider that principle and say, that's the whole same reason why people say, well, I don't have to go vote because my vote's not going to matter. It does matter because if everybody took the position that you did, then nobody would vote. So you do owe some obligation to how society is going to function by comparing yourself to, if everybody did it this way, what would happen to society? I do think that there's some moral obligation that we all owe to the collective.
I get you.
And some people have no feeling of obligation to the collective.
No, they're every man for himself. Right. But every man for himself, how could that possibly ever work for society? Society, by definition, requires the cooperation of multiple people. It can't be every man for himself, by definition.
You know where here's a real life thing where that comes into play pretty much every day. I walk my dog, and you better believe I'm going to clean up after my dog.
Don't be a loser.
What would happen if everyone decided not to clean up after their dog?
Little things
Pick
like that.
it up.
They do, and you can put that little test. It's a quick little test you can constantly run. You may not follow it, but it is a North Star that you can either choose to follow or ignore. But be aware of it.
Now, do you pick up the poop, Jimmy? Put it in the bag, and then you see
No.
I was going to say,
only in
don't you? I was going to say, I picked up the poop. But there's a trash can over there that's not mine. I don't want to carry it any longer. I'm going to put it in their trash can, and they might not have a dog. That's Hoosier.
We have a system. We put it in the backyard garbage,
Don't you
double
agree?
bagged, and then when it's garbage time, then we move it to her.
Yeah,
I would not do that.
Depends if it's garbage.
Really? So now let me ask you this,
because that stinks up. Trust me, it stinks.
What if it's garbage?
That's not fair to them. You're putting dog crap.
Don't
coming
do
down.
that.
That's interesting. Really? Because I've never been confronted with that.
Doesn't matter to me.
So I've never given that any thought. But I'm like,
It stinks up your garbage. Oh,
is that what it is?
Yes.
Mine doesn't. I get it cleaned out every single month. It smells like roses right now. But I wouldn't want somebody throwing their dog crap in my trash can.
This is why the city's
No
use of dumpsters is a superior form of trash collection, than the county's little personalized trash.
That's it. So now I assume if it was a dumpster, you have no problem with it.
Yeah.
What if it's a public trash can? No problem. Right?
No
So
problem.
this is just if it's like a
You're in your
neighbor.
neighbor. Yeah. Can't do it.
That's who.
I'm with Cam on it.
God.
Interesting.
Rock, you would do that?
Well, why? Okay, first of all, because
Is this a problem? Do HOAs have rules about that?
The only time people's trash cans are out where I could throw something away in them is on trash day.
Yeah, but what if the trash got picked up already?
If the trash hasn't been picked up already, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's about to be picked up it's about to be picked up within the next hour.
Why can't you bring it back to your own home?
I mean, I probably would. I'm just saying.
It's too much to tote around. Take it to your own house.
Come on,
it is a bag of
looking
poop.
at the idea of somebody throwing away trash in a trash can and that being the social faux pas is like, I think you guys are confused about what social faux pas are.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm throwing trash away in a trash can.
Crap is crap. It's not necessarily trash.
Yes, it is.
No,
trash.
it's not. It's a biohazard. You don't want that in somebody else's.
It's not. It
could be.
Your trash
It could be.
about to be picked up. Is all I'm saying.
It's messy. It's messy.
Trash can.
That's why we put it in our backyard garbage can
rough,
and then transfer it on trash day to the main one because it stinks, especially in the summer.
It stinks.
Yeah.
In the summer, you could double bag it.
Damn right. It smells still.
You know, I saw a new device on the TikTok shop that actually looked pretty good for picking up poop. It incorporated the bag with like a gripper, so you don't have to touch anything.
Yeah.
You just kind of punch down on it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like those diaper genies. You punch down on it and twist it, and it's already in there and done. What do you do? And I'm going to be gross, but for a 16-month stretch, I was taking care of my mom's dog. I had to walk him, and I had to pick up poop and all that stuff. What do you do with the wet? The really wet poops,
you try your hardest and just let it nature be at that point.
Your hand becomes a crane. You kind of scrape as best you can.
Yeah, and then let it be.
Bring a couple bags with you, and then you.
Okay, so my system of covering it with leaves is not the.
That is because if everyone covered it with leaves, then society.
So we know where Immanuel Kant is. Listen, it's a great. Let me tell you something. I gave you a shortcut to a great argument that you can repurpose a million times over, but that's a quick one. There you go for everybody in the audience as a valuable piece of evidence, because I know you all get in arguments with people all the time. If you could pull out Kant's categorical imperative and basically just be able to say, if everybody did it that way, what becomes of society? You win a lot of arguments that way.
Yep, it's hard to counter that for sure.
Man. I think everyone should listen to Hot Take Central 2.0.
Did all you out there learn something today? Brody, what's up with you? What's up with you?
Who won the match last night?
What's
by
up
the way?
with you?
Which matches? I mean, there were matches.
You know, the big one on his farewell tour. Didn't John Cena?
The three-way tag team they did with Cena, Mysterio, and Sheamus when they defeated all three members of the Judgment Day or whatever. That was just a three-way tag team match. But they are going to do John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio Survivor Series.
That's who they picked?
Yeah, they're going to do a rematch for the Intercontinental title. Instead of having Cena in War Games, it's going to be Brock and Roman now in War Games. So.
Now, do you think, I think Mysterio probably gets the title right back from Cena. I think they only gave it to Cena so that he could retire having held all of the belts.
I know.
Self-serving, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
That was last
you don't
year.
love Cena.
Somebody
you
made
don't
the
love
argument.
Cena.
Somebody made the argument of Paul Levesque. It was Paul Levesque's idea to give John Cena the Intercontinental title for one. Do you think Paul Levesque, let me ask you, do you think Paul Levesque honestly knows that John Cena whether won or didn't win? I don't think he cares.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think Cena knows. I don't think Paul Levesque cares.
I agree. I think Cena, listen, the guy's going, if you were going out, you'd like to check all the boxes if you could before you're out.
I mean, you see that in all kinds of sports.
For sure, right?
Of course.
I want to get that 900. I want to get my games played.
Absolutely.
I'm right.
Well, let's give it the test. John Cena kowtows to China. If everyone in America kowtowed to China, how would that impact society?
Not great.
That's the thing. And let me tell you.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, Jimmy.
I don't know enough about Cena.
No, but the point is
he's
it's a great
making money. Good for him.
But those are good arguments. That's why it is so important to look at, the rule, what we decide how we want to live. That's the original philosophical question. Right? It all began with the question, how ought we to live?
Was it Hammurabi?
No, I think it was Aristotle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Aristotle.
And I mean, ethics had already been heavily discussed prior to him, obviously, but I think he posed that question, and that was viewed as sort of the beginning of ethics, which I'm fascinated by. It really is, like, understanding, like, how should this play out? What should be the right thing? How should this happen? There are no more debates that are fascinating than ethical debates, business ethics debates, art ethics debates. That's my favorite. Now in wrestling, where are the ethics?
Yes,
I don't know. Are they? They're
out the window.
Well,
we know this.
Handled beforehand.
In AEW, they're out the window. They don't exist.
There you
like
go.
by their own admission.
I think the biggest ethical problem is when you're a politician. like you're a congressman, a senator. And even if your heart's in the right place, I think you get corrupted by the process. But something that you know might be shady that you are trying to get done for the greater good. I think there's a lot of that. Like you might believe in this.
There's a lot of
so
moral
you have
conflict.
to do some shady stuff along the way to achieve that. Whether or not I agree with your political stance, I think that's an ethical challenge.
It is. I think weighing the greater good against the individual situation is one of those core ethical problems that people go through. And I think it's a very hard thing because they have to do all of that. You don't know even what the right role is. I say this about divorce attorneys also. What is the role? If I pose it to you, a good divorce attorney, is it somebody who can articulate passionately the beliefs and feelings of their client, get their client what their client's asking for? But what if their client's an unreasonable person because they're in a highly emotional state and they're vindictive? Like, is it the lawyer's responsibility to be the voice of reason for that client and say, you know what, listen, I understand you're feeling passionately, but it's my job to kind of bring you back down to understanding what's allowed, what's not allowed, and get you through this process. So the same thing with the politician. Like if they represent a constituency with extreme positions, which you will see in the House, because there's always going to be, the House is broken into such small, what do we have, 438 House members across the country. So they have small constituencies, and you can get a pocket of extremists on one side or another. You can in a pocket. Is their role supposed to be, these are the positions of my constituency. They elected me to take their beliefs and espouse them onto the greater body? Or have they been elected for their good judgment? And what the people are saying is, we trust your judgment and we want you to go to Washington, and we don't know what's best, but we trust that you do.
Depends what you promised to get elected, to me. You know, like you give them a picture of who you are, and that's who they vote for. And if suddenly you become someone else, then I think you're not fulfilling.
But what do you think the job of the rep is? Do you think the job of the rep is to say, you know what, trust me, I know more about this issue. I've studied it. I'm going to dedicate myself to getting this right. Trust my judgment. Do you think which do you think it should be? That role? Or, hey, listen, it doesn't matter what my personal beliefs are. The people that voted me, they do not want this to be in the law. And so I am compelled to take that position because that's what they elected me to do.
I think if it flies in the face of who you were on the campaign trail, if it's a 180, I think then you owe it to your constituents to be the guy or the woman that you tried to tell the voting public you were. Like, you have to be true to that. Now, there are going to be other things that come along once you're in office that you're going to have to make that decision. That's why I think you have to have town halls, do your best to listen, and explain your side to your constituents. I don't think you get a free pass to suddenly vote as you feel, even though you know the people that voted for you, that you promised you'd vote to be this sort of politician, and suddenly you lied to them, you're something totally different.
Yeah. I think it becomes much more challenging as you ascend in politics, because when you are in the House of Representatives and you know you're only representing the interests of, like look at like the city of St. Louis, we have one rep that covers the whole city. It becomes easier to represent the people there because they're a little bit more unified in what they need and what the needs of St. Louis, for example, are. Well, then you go up, if you become a senator, now you're representing an entire state. And we talk about red states and blue states. There are no red states and blue states. So what? Oh, Texas is a red state. Texas is a red state with 55%, and then 45% are blue.
Right.
And you look at New York. Oh, New York's a blue state. Yeah, no. Look at the math. 45 to 50% in New York is red. It's mostly rural. Every state is like that. There's no state that's like a 95-5. All of the states are somewhere
Vermont,
in the
maybe.
60-40.
Vermont, maybe.
I don't know. Even
no,
that
70-30. Vermont?
Very few elections are more than a 20-point swing.
Right.
So that's my
Vermont. Oh, yeah.
That's my point is, so you become a senator, and what do you do then? Now it's like, okay, I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat, but I'm supposed to represent the whole state. And then the ultimate challenge is, what do you do when you're the president? Now you're supposed to represent the interests of 350 million people, and you see how wildly different everybody's thoughts and opinions are, how can you possibly represent that? How can you represent that when you know that on every issue, the people you represent are divided in half? I just don't know how you do it. Other than to say, I'm trusting my own judgment, and either I get it right or I get it wrong.
Jim, we're going to have to continue this next time Ed and Brody
go
are in,
on and
unfortunately.
on. I'm
fascinated. We got to go to break, unfortunately, guys.
All right, let's go to break. Well, thank you, Ed. Thank you, Brody. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Yeah.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu.
But don't freak out.
Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo Chicken Pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
Hey, Cam Janssen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Fast Track Auto Transport has been a trusted leader in vehicle shipping for over 25 years, providing reliable, affordable service across the U.S. Fast Track offers fast and safe transportation solutions for individuals, dealerships, fleets, and businesses of all sizes. The Fast Track team prides itself on honest communication, competitive pricing, and real-time tracking, which gives our customers peace of mind from pickup to delivery. Whether you're shipping a single car or managing a large fleet, Fast Track delivers a smooth, hassle-free experience every time. Come see why Fast Track Auto Transport has been St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs for over 25 years. The trusted way, the safe way, the Fast Track way. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. That's ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004.
Hey, St. Louis, looking for high-flying action and electric energy? Grab your crew, hit the road, and experience a Grizzlies game night in Memphis. An unmatched atmosphere and star-studded NBA matchups are waiting for you just down the road on I-55. There's nothing like Grizz game energy, and there's nothing like being here with 19,000 new Grizz Nation friends at FedEx Forum. Dive into the action, follow the Grizzlies on social media, and visit grizzlies.com/tickets to grab your seats today. That's grizzlies.com/tickets.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
All right, we're going to do this real quick here to win that brand new hot tub from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. Rock, what do they got to do, baby?
Well, we're supposed to
play
a sounder and have some fun.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So that's our
Well
sounder
done.
today, because Cam
Well
had
done.
3 chances to get that word right and couldn't do it. You get 1 chance to guarantee the goals that the Blues will score this season. Text in right now on our text line, 314-5770. 314-590-3770, 314-590-3770. Guarantee the goals that the Blues score this season. If you get that number right on the money, you're walking away with a brand new hot tub from our friends at St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. You can check them out right now at besthot-tub-prices.com and tell them a little bit about what they're going to be winning, Cam Janssen.
Oh, well, it's
we're going to go with Vida.
Vida. Image hot tub. It's beautiful. It's expensive. It's brand new. It's nice. And it's a game changer. So get them in.
This is a legitimate Dave Green level prize, not a JH prize, if you will.
Don't
say JH. That's John Hadley, not Dave Hayes. My apologies.
Yes.
This is a legitimate Dave Green prize. So right now, you got 5 minutes and 90 seconds. Well, it's down about 4 minutes and 90 seconds now. 314-590-3770. Text in and guarantee the goals, just like we guarantee it every week with our friends at Hot Tub at St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. Get in right now, 590-3770 with your guarantee the goals.
All right, we'll see everybody tomorrow. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Woo!
After a long day, nothing beats kicking back in a brand new hot tub from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. These guys are the real deal. They've been around for over 38 years and got more than 400 five-star reviews, and they've earned every single one of them. They sell premium, American-made hot tubs. USA, baby. And because they keep their overhead low, they pass the savings right on to you. You're getting better quality at a better price. And here's the best part. No hidden fees, no surprises, no